Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you're very welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Those that are new to my channel, I post my videos on Thursdays and Sundays at 6:30 p.m. so make sure to press that bell button to get notifications when I do post my videos. I'm also going to interlink a picture of my Instagram page. I try to do daily motivational posts just to keep the morale and just give people some motivation to get the morning going. So if you need a dose of daily motivation, make sure to follow my Instagram page, and I'm gonna put that in here, but you can also find that information in the description bar below. Welcome to yet another Poetry Thursday, and today's poem is also another poem that I wrote myself, and it is called Life Puzzle. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Life puzzle. Creating a puzzle to which you, the owner, is unable to solve is how we seem to be trademarking. To speak truly upon your actions is to set ourselves free, to be able to really see life through a cleansed lens. But to summon that level of us requires us to face the demons that lay within our internal closets, to let our skeletons assemble and then tear them apart as a means to reconstruct ourselves. Are you willing to be laid bare and to be vulnerable, to then gain the utmost strength and tranquility? From my understanding of this poem, I wrote it quite a while back, so I don't know what was going on through my head then, but from rereading it and just trying to understand it from a different perspective and trying to understand it from a life-changing perspective and how to change our lives. The bit when I said we create a puzzle to which the owner is able to solve, it's sort of reflecting on the fact that society has made it okay for us not to be ourselves, to be a substandard copy of someone else and not be comfortable within ourselves. But I think it's not really, we can't really just blame society on that. We can only blame ourselves, because you have to allow yourself to be put in that state of mind. So we have allowed ourselves to create characters we are unable to recognize, because being a substandard version of someone else, you can only be a decent copy at the very best. But why allow yourself to be a substandard copy of someone else when you could be an amazing copy of yourself? And it's being okay with who you are, being okay with the qualities you have to bring into the world, the quirks that you have, how goofy you are. Be okay with that and allow the world to see that, because they will love you for just yourself. Being a substandard copy of someone else, you will only reach a certain level. You don't know who they are, haven't had the life experiences that they have, you don't have the perception that they do. You cannot be a great copy of someone else. You can just be a substandard, a copy of someone else. We are to be actually real with ourselves and honest. We all know what we need to work on to be the best versions of ourselves. We all know that. We know the things that we need to do, the qualities that we need to work on, the characteristic traits that we have that we kind of need to get rid of. We all know the things we need to work on, but I think by you acknowledging them, you then realize there's an issue to be solved, and most people are not willing to do that yet. But what kind of life is that? Why would you allow yourself to live a substandard life when you can have an amazing life? Just if you work on the few things that you need to work on to be the best version of yourself there. Allowing yourself to just be truly and authentically you. You liberate yourself. If you allow people to guilt trip you, they will. You liberate yourself from guilt trip. You liberate yourself from other people's opinions. And you just allow yourself to be unbothered and to be truly you. The freedom and peace that comes with that is absolutely amazing. Also understanding that for you to then get to that stage where you're authentically yourself, you're okay with being you and actually presenting that into the world. I spoke about it in the poem that you have to deal with the skeletons that are within your internal closet, and allowing yourself to to really have a look inside you and being real with yourself. Like, we all like to believe we are the best thing that God created, but we could be better versions of that. For you to reach that stage where you have liberated yourself from bondages that you've allowed people to have a hold on you with, you have to deal with what's in your internal closet. Like, you have to deal with your skeletons. You have to deal with the shame that you have given yourself. You have to deal with the guilt that you feel about certain situations, things that hold you back being just you and being free. You have to deal with the issues or the reasons of what's stopping you from becoming the best version of yourself. We are, to be honest with ourselves, we all know the things that we need to work on. We all know what are those things that may keep you up at night, the things that stop you from having peace, the things that you need to forgive yourself on, and things that you realize, you know what it is, this doesn't serve me, they don't do you any good in life. Things that you need to let go to become something else, to become something great. I mentioned it in the poem that to see life from a cleansed lens, it's basically seeing life from a different perspective, seeing life from with clear vision, with clarity. And for you to be able to do that, you need to have gone through that mud. You need to have those difficult conversations with yourself. And sometimes it's even with loved ones, people that can see other characteristics to you that you yourself cannot see, or you yourself are not even aware of. People don't like to believe that for you to become the best version of yourself, you're gonna have to break yourself. You're gonna have to lose certain aspects of you that maybe you've had for 20 odd years. When you first picked up that trait, it was serving to you, but now it's no longer doing the same thing. It's now actually working against you, being detrimental to you. You're going to have to give up certain aspects of the things that you think you like, but you know are not doing you any good, just to become the best version of yourself there is. And the journey of self-development is a very difficult one, because you have to sacrifice certain things, you have to sacrifice certain aspects of yourself to become something great. And I think most people tend not to lean towards the side of personal development just because they have to give up certain things that they're not willing to do yet. It's unpredictable. You might be saying, oh, do you know what it is? I'm going to start in 2021. For all you know, maybe you might not make it. For all you know, maybe you get to 2021 and you now have responsibilities to deal with that you would not have encountered or thought about beforehand. Like, life has a way of dealing us cards that we have not anticipated, things that we have not thought about, and we push personal development so far back that time to deal with it, you put it on a back burner because you now have more important things to deal with. And it's a constant thing that people are pushing further and further and further back, but they don't realize that personal development is the thing that's going to propel you forward, that's going to propel you in terms of your dreams, of your career, maybe of the things that you need to do to have a good experience of life. Once you have dealt with the things that are holding you back, you can reconstruct yourself in a way that is serving of you, in a way that allows you to be the best version of yourself. But the unfortunate thing is that personal development is a constant journey. You are always on a journey to self-development, and that's the unfortunate thing. When you feel like you've gotten a handle on life will present you with something else to deal with. And all that life is doing is helping you to evolve yourself to your evolution of life and a better understanding of life. Like, you will never have a problem-free moment in life. There will always be something, but if you allow yourself to develop certain perceptions, work on your emotional intelligence, whatever situation life presents at you, as difficult as it may be in the start, you will have an upper hand because you have gained skills that are transferable. You have gained knowledge about yourself that you can use for your betterment and just to develop yourself as an individual. So whenever problems arise that most people be like, oh my god, I don't even understand how you dealt with that. For you, it might be a minor thing when you look at it retrospectively. When life presents a lesson to you, it is like, I would advise you guys to learn whatever lesson life is trying to teach you at that moment in time, because life will come back next time around with a bigger pain for you to deal with. Why learn about life from a painful perspective when you can learn it from gratitude and from love? Why do that? Because life, you can either learn about life from devastation and pain and frustration, or you can learn about life from a place of gratitude, from a place of love, from a positive perception that is going to help you learn life lessons. More fulfillment being there rather than from a point of devastation, because life is going to teach you that lesson regardless anyways. You have to allow yourself to see your flaws. As much as we want to believe we are the best thing created on earth, we all have our flaws. We all have baggages and things that we need to work on. And what your flaws and your weaknesses are is actually gaining strength for yourself, because now you have things that you can work on. You can create an action plan for those things to better yourself, to make sure that you are a rounded person, and to allow yourself to grow and gain practical life experience, things that you can then use later on in life when life presents yet another thing that you need to deal with. And it's lessons that will help to free you and free you from life's burdens. There's a quote I heard which like sort of kind of startled me a bit, and it's that don't forget that peace is not a destination. I feel like most people say, oh, they're working on this and working on that because they want to have peace in their life. Don't forget that peace is not a destination, but it is a fundamental in life. It is a fundamental for you to have peace. You can't put peace at a certain destination, because that makes you separate from peace, and now you're chasing a certain destination. You're chasing peace when actually peace is a fundamental to life. Because if you don't look at peace as a fundamental in life, the only other peace that you have in life is rest in peace, and by then it's too late. Realizing that in life, certain fundamentals in life that you need to have, and for me, peace is one of those. You need to have peace in your life as a fundamental and not something that you're chasing, because when you're chasing something, you're putting it out into the world that it is not a part of you. Thank you so much for coming back, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.